Election Day is 3 weeks from tomorrow, and in many states, early voting has already begun. Michelle Obama, for instance, tweeting that she voted earlier today. And a new poll from the Washington Post and ABC News shows the race is tight and solidifying. In a minute, we'll hear from Cillizza and Ezra Klein on what to expect from tomorrow night's debate. But first, Scott Clement with details from the new poll.
The race for the White House is a virtual dead heat, according to a new Washington Post ABC News poll. It's almost exactly where it was before the first presidential debate. But what's happening with voters behind the head-to-head numbers? Here are the top 3 takeaways from the new survey. Number 1, after a near unanimous victory in the first presidential debate, Mitt Romney's supporters are finally getting excited about his campaign. A record 62% of Romney's supporters are very enthusiastic about his candidacy, up 10 points from a post-ABC poll before the debate. Enthusiasm for Romney is now double that of John McCain in 2008. Another telling sign of why this race is so much closer than 4 years ago. Number 2, the number of voters who are looking for new information is shrinking fast. Barely 1 in 4 registered voters say they want a lot or some more information about the candidates before deciding. That's down from 4 in 10 before the conventions. It's no surprise then that only 1 in 8 voters are undecided or say they could still change their mind in the choice between Obama and Romney. Number 3, Obama appears to be winning the get-out-the-vote effort in key swing states. 37% of voters in toss-up states say they've heard from the Obama campaign, while 27% report hearing from Romney. Voter contact drives will be critical for Obama, whose supporters are not as interested in the election as they were 4 years ago.
One of the few remaining chances for the candidates to move the needle is tomorrow night at the second presidential debate. This one is in a town hall format. For thoughts on what to expect, Nia Malika Henderson sat down with the Wonk Blog's Ezra Klein and Cillizza from The Fix.
The tax return, Bain, 47%, might come up from regular folks in the audience. How does Romney handle them? How does Obama handle them?
I thought that it was kind of funny when Democrats kept saying they wanted 47% to come up, just like Republicans want you build it. You don't do that sometimes in a debate because you're worried about the counterattack.
Right.
You're worried when they just says, look, it just came out wrong. I won't care about 100%, and it gives him an opportunity to answer a question about himself. You don't want him to be able to answer.
They're ready for it.
Yeah, sometimes people think 2 or 3 steps ahead in these debate planning. In terms of Romney's tax returns, in terms of his tax plan, you need to get this is the classic question of a debate. What is the question your opponent doesn't want the debate to be about? What does he not want to answer? And the big mistake on taxes Obama made in the first debate was he made the question, do you have a $5 trillion tax plan? Mm-hmm. Romney just says he doesn't. He's always said he doesn't. That wasn't a change, as some liberals said it was. This has always been his argument. The question Romney can't answer is, what will you cut?
Right. I do think it is smart of Obama to try to push on those things. And it's smart for a couple reasons. It's smart, to Ezra's point, because it forces Romney to get into detail he doesn't want to get into detail or look like he's avoiding detail. Right. Second, one thing we know about Mitt Romney through the 200 debates there have been, but primary, and now there were so many in the primary, and now, is he's good when he's kind of within his zone. When pressed, legitimately pressed,
get a little prickly.
He gets, he's not great on his feet in those moments. The $10,000 bet, the Rick Perry thing, I hate to come back to it, but it's what happened there, if you look to the run-up to it, is Perry is pressing him on immigration. And he's pressing him in a way that's very awkward for Romney. Again, Romney is a rule follower. It's why he's generally good at these debates, because there are rules you can kind of memorize going in.
2 minutes
you can memorize kind of what you want to say. You can know where you want to say it. He's good at making presentations. He's a businessman.
That's right.
What he's not good at, and you don't get it much if you are doing a business presentation, not necessarily good at being directly and aggressively challenged on things. He gets flustered. Remember the debate? Anderson, he's like appealing for someone to step in.
Like a hall monitor. Yeah.
Again, it's not Obama's nature to do that. He didn't do it in the 2008 debates really at all. He kind of ignored McCain, by and large, because he could. But I wonder if he would be well served to try to push on, exactly to Ezra's point, the specifics on the tax plan.
Or the health care plan, or the financial regulation plan.
Just to try to get him, because Romney really didn't have to sweat in that first debate.
Yeah.
More of their discussion on the debate will be up at WashingtonPost.com on Tuesday afternoon.